Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. So Phoenix will get the first possession.
Timeout.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now DeRozan puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. DeRozan's got the first basket of the game for the Kings. Outside, Beal. Here's Booker. Over Ellis. It's rebounded by Sabonis. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Here's KD, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Durant, good.
Yeah, you can't give Kevin Durant baskets, but certainly can't be that easy for him.
And Durant sends it back. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. LaVine wide open. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Now, the defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Done shot's good.
And good heads up from Bradley Beal. Just spots the ready shooter.
Here's DeRozan. Goes up again. Kevin Durant with the rebound. And it's the Suns' ball. To the inside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, KD attacking the rim. Hard to imagine anybody's going to get in the way of that.
Shoots from the baseline. Sabonis. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Inside. Pass to Dunn. Left side Durant. Kicks it out to Booker. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
So good at finishing around the gaps in the defense, and when Booker gets into space, he's going to let it fly.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. So both teams making some changes here. The Kings trail by 4. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Down low. Outside for Durant. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Beal. Here's Booker. Lets it go from deep. Here's Richards. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Count that one. DeRozan's got 7 points in the game.
Always blessed with a great shot selection. DeRozan really good at taking what he sees out there on the floor.
Now here's Beal. Still scoreless. Floats one. Here's Richards. The second chance effort. Nice D from Sabonis. The Kings leading. At the elbow, Murray. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
I like seeing Murray be assertive in close, using that 6'8" frame to his advantage.
And here is Beal. Outside, KD. Nailed from three-point land. He has 7.
Oh, man, this guy. KD, rack up another one.
Murray outside. Back to Levine. Trying to answer back. But that 3 is off the mark. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Smart play by Beal. Just gets set up in prime scoring position, and he knows what to do from there.
Pass to DeRozan. Beyond the arc. A shot off that time.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Suns lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. The hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. Suns leading by 3. Kicks it out to Jones. Offline with his 3. And here now the Kings. Here's Monk. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, and Monk's got to continue to stay aggressive. Don't give in to the defense. I love how he flexes when he goes in for these and ones.
Well, Brent, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is.
Here's Jones after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Now here's Jones. Scoreless thus far. Just 4 to shoot. Dunn, wide open, he fires. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And the Suns lead by 1. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to LaVine. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Monk. Tips it. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Yeah, so hard to move a mountain, trust me. Major damage on the boards being done by Valanciunas.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside, Jones. The Suns need to get a shot off. The shot by Beal, no good. Right side, LaVine. Over Jones. LaVine can't hit. The Suns trailing. To the paint. Dunn left side. Outside, Jones. And it's Dunn in the corner. Pass to O'Neal. Now here's Beal. And the layup is good. Beal's got 5 now. For years, it seemed like the lead was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Both teams will make substitutions. The Kings trailing. Pass to Wiles. Back to LaVine. For 3, Ellis. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Booker. 6 on the shot clock. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Now it's a 3-point Suns lead.
Yeah, there's no stress in Devin Booker's game. Shot clock winding down. He gets it.
It's Ellis on the wing. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Pass to Wiles. And here's LaVine. Banked in off the glass. He has 7.
And good job by LaVine fighting for that position.
Jones with it. Still yet to score. Durant in the corner. A 3-pointer off the mark. And Murray's got the ball here for Sacramento. Out to the right wing. There's Ellis with the 3 ball. And Ball pulls it down. KD on the wing. 7 points in the game. Pass to Jones. On the wing, Booker. Outside Durant. The three. Can't hit that one. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Suns on top, leading by just 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
And here's Booker after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. Launches a three.
Stellar defense from DeRozan, using his athleticism well to just alter the shot.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Timeout called by the Kings. And the Suns making a change here. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Ellis. Got a piece of it. Right side, Kevin Durant. Booker looking around. Launches it. It's rebounded by Sabonis. For three, LaVine. Offensive rebound. DeRozan. That one goes in. DeRozan's got 9 points.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Bull with it. Back to Booker. Suns moving the ball around. Durant for 3. Sabonis grabs the board. The Kings leading. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Here's Murray after the made shot from KD. And Bull sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Now, here's Monk. Murray outside. Again, the miss by Murray.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Right side, Kevin Durant. Booker outside. For the lead. And they'll get another chance. To the middle. O'Neal outside. Over to the wing. Richards with it. Sabonis defending.
Shot clock violation.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Puts it up off the inbound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Hey, Brent, you spent a bunch of your career as a scoring guard off the bench. A lot like Malik Monk.
Well, not quite like Malik Monk, but this guy has been unbelievable. The way that he changes the pace of a game with scoring. It reminds me of a younger version of Jamal Crawford, who obviously won 3 Six-Man of the Year titles. This guy is so explosive and so confident. He has leaned into the role of being a difference maker as a six-man.
Now, here's Monk. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Murray, no good. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. "55 seconds left for the third. So smooth on the three from Durant.
What an unreal scorer Kevin Durant is.
Outside, Sabonis. Here's Murray. He doesn't hit that one. O'Neal with the defensive effort. It's Beal on the wing. Another three for Phoenix.
And Bradley Beal is going to stretch out a defense with that kind of range.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. DeRozan's got 11 points. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. O'Neal wide open. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. O'Neal's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns. Murray, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Here's Durant. And so it's Phoenix bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And it's the Suns with the ball. For 3, Booker. Booker. Takes the 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Fires for 3. Rebound by the Kings.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Suns lead by 7. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Kings on D. Pass to Dunn. High post Allen. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And here's Booker from the arc. Phoenix no good that time either. The Kings trail by 7. Murray outside. No good on the 3. Takes a 3. Dunn misses. Here's LaVine. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time.
cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Pass to Booker. Just 3 to shoot. The offensive rebound. Here's Plumlee. Kicks it out to Booker. Tries again. Booker going to work inside.
And most fans think of Devin Booker, they think of the range, but man, he's attacking right now to get to the line.
And it's sent back by Allen. O'Neal outside. The shot's good from Plumlee. And it's a 9-point Phoenix lead.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Sabonis gets the bucket.
Sabonis working close in the basket. He likes those tight quarters, and he's so skilled down there.
Back to O'Neal. Pass to Plumlee. Looks for O'Neal. Gets it to him. Dunn misses.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
Outside, Levine. Murray outside. That one, no good. O'Neal with the defensive effort. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 7. It's good from long range.
A two-guard that can beat you in a variety of ways. Booker is more than just about chucking up threes, but he will make them.
Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Outside Harden. Fires for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And what you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
Well, we're seeing this transition, BA, right, from Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Gobert up top. Outside for Randall. Takes it inside. And it's Randall with the jam.
Randall sneaks up on you athletically with that frame. You could argue he's at his best when he's in attack mode.
Now here's Harden. First quarter, just over a minute played. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three. Randall pulls down the board. Now the Timberwolves with it. From deep, Conley. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. Dunn outside. The three is up. The shot misses. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said, he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Leonard, following the score by Minnesota. Pass to Harden. And he drops that one in.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And Edwards slams it in.
And one of the stronger finishers in this game, Anthony Edwards at his best.
Here's Harden. And Gobert with a block.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
Here's Edwards. And the shot goes down. Edwards has got his second basket of the game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Well, the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Clippers trail by 6. To the middle. Out to Powell. There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter of the game. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Minnesota leading by 6. Randall with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. On the wing, Harden. Leonard outside. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
From deep, Conley. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Pass to Harden. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock to end the drought. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard all night. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And he banks in the layup. DiVincenzo's got his first basket. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Outside Reed. And it's all from three-point range. Clippers trail by 6. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Love to see Zubac attacking the rim, staying involved offensively.
Pass to Alexander Walker. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
The drive by DiVincenzo. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. And it's Leonard with the ball for the LA Clippers. They trail by 1. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Kawhi like a robot out there just shrugging off the contact. Beep, boop, pop, pop.
Pass to Gobert. And here's Edwards. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Down low. Pass to Leonard. Jones feels it out. Outside for Harden. Here's Dunn. Just 5 to shoot. That one is off. Good D by Gobert. Well, the defender stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. He's 0 for 1 at the line, missing on his first trip.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Minnesota in the lead. Conley with the ball. Harden picks him up. Outside Edwards. Here's the floater. Up and over Dunn. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Edwards can be so accurate, making shots look easy at times.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Pass to Edwards. This one for 3. The triple hits for Edwards.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
Leonard with the ball. Back to Harden. From deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Nails it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 5 now.
Well, you better be right up on James Harden or else he's going to bury these threes, and he will do it in bunches.
Inside. Here's Gobert. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. And stolen by Edwards. There's 31 seconds left in the half. Outside for Randall. Three-pointer off the mark. Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota leading by 4.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Now here's McDaniels. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back with you shortly. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And Minnesota with possession here. They lead by 4. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
Zubac. Powell outside. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota leading by 6. Pass to Randall. Back to Conley. Randall deciding where to go with it. 4 on the clock. Here's Edwards. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Connects from downtown.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, Randall can get up there with the best of them. It's a quick move.
It's hard to believe now, but Julius Randle has been in the league over a decade now, Brent.
Yeah, it's been an interesting ride for Julius Randle. A lot of different roles, but he's evolved his game quite a bit. Some he's done himself, and then guys have adjusted around the way that he has been a leader, a scorer, a rebounder, a presence. Julius Randle continues to impress and make strides.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Pass to Zubac. 4-3. The shot by Dunn, no good. Minnesota leading by 7. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Now here's Edwards. Defended by Dunn. For 3, Randall. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Pass to Zubac. Powell outside. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Powell's got his first points in this one.
I like that hoop from Norman Powell. Shoot it close to the hoop. Forget the long range stuff. And make it easy on yourself.
Counted from distance.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Knocks it down from distance. Harden's got 8.
You could see that coming. Harden was going to answer back, and he did.
Pass to McDaniels. Driving in. No good with a layup. Clippers trail by 5. Now here's Zubac. Here's Powell. Uses the glass on the layup. Powell's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And Gobert with the stuff.
Yeah, great play from Edwards off the pick and roll. Moving the ball around and get another guy a shot.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. Done with a steal. Outside Harden. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Here's Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Conley. Right side Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And Edwards' teammates encourage him to be aggressive because when he is, he forces the defense's hand.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Clippers trail by 6. Pass to Coffey. Back to Bogdanovich. Outside Jones. 4 seconds left. Going inside. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So it's Los Angeles now. 6-point game. Pass to Coffey. Back to Dunn. And here's Jones for 3. Nails it from 3. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
DiVincenzo driving. Out left to the wing. Back to Alexander Walker. Outside, DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Chris Dunn.
DiVincenzo, I think, is starting to take a lot of pride in the fact that he could do a lot of little things for the basketball team that add up. He scores, he can get some rebounds and get some assists. He's a weapon.
Clippers trail by 5. Leonard outside to the paint. The shot by Dunn, no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. Here's DiVincenzo. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. DiVincenzo's got 4 points this quarter. Here's Leonard. Reed with the rebound.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Pass to Ingles. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Stolen by Jones. With the floater. Leonard all alone. No doubt about it.
I mean, where is this stuff coming from Kawhi Leonard? What can't he do that time with the floater?
The 3, DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Outside, DiVincenzo. On the wing, Alexander Walker. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And he comes up with a bucket.
And sometimes the simplest play is the best one. DiVincenzo made it.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
To the inside. Here's Jones. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. And they were blunt with their team, telling them if they want to win, the comeback has to start right now. They can't waste any possessions. Plus, they told the players, we need some stops. A very direct way to communicate, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Edwards. There's a minute 54 left to play in the fourth quarter. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. Here's Batum. To tie it up. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
No matter the stakes, Batum will take the challenge.
Here's Randall. Outside Edwards. Randall on the screen. It's good! Edwards! What strength!
Wow, Edwards almost makes it look effortless, like the whole team wasn't holding their breath right there.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Left side, Edwards. Over to the left wing. For 3, Conley. Drills it from deep. And now a 5-point Minnesota lead.
Just a smart offensive player. Conley is aware of when he should look to rise and fire. Whew, I love it.
Pass to Simmons. Count it! What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Answering the call. Ben Simmons, huge in the biggest moment.
.50 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. Right side, McDaniels. 3 on the clock. Randall can't hit. Here are the Clippers.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that'll put him up 2. Here's Leonard. Randall pulls down the board. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Right side, Harden. Powell for three. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. A contest between conferences. Atlanta, where the Hawks take to their home floor. Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer, and Clark, he has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the three, he's got all of those. Boy, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Reza Shea with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Pass to Johnson. And stolen by Gordon. Here's Brown. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Offensive rebound. And Okongwu slams it in.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Leaps for it. And stolen by Okongwu. Here's Daniels. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Daniels has got his second bucket of the game to go. It's been a slow start here for Denver. It's a 5-point game. At the elbow, Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. And a wide open look for Porter. The Nuggets with another miss. The Hawks with a quick start to this game. Scooped up. Pass to Okongwu. Another shot. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Reza Shea wide open. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now the obvious concern is Nikola Jokic, particularly as a playmaker. Coach told me if Jokic goes off for 40 himself, we can still win if we hold his teammates down. But that's tough when he's hitting those guys in their favorite spots. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Okongwu. Mark, it has been quite a run for the Nuggets, hasn't it, who have made the playoffs every season since 2019.
And how about this, Kevin? They've only been lower than a 3 seed one time in that span. And that was because Murray missed the season due to injury. They are consistently tough.
Young with the steal. Oh, here we go with Okongwu and nobody back. And Okongwu slams it in.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Now here's Murray. Still without a basket. 4 on the shot clock. To end the drought, a three-pointer is right on target.
Well, Murray absolutely has that range. He just needs to find a look he likes, and he'll knock it down.
To the paint. Jokic with the steal. Here's Saric. Rebound, Atlanta. Here's Okongwu.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Outside Westbrook. That shot is off. The Hawks leading by 10. And here's Young from the arc. Saric grabs the board.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
He is so tough to guard without fouling because he's aggressively attacking you at all times. And one of the great things about Westbrook, he's high motor all day, every day.
Here's Young driving to the basket. He gets that one.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
It's Young on the wing. Latrey. And no good that time. Back to Watson. And stolen by Okongwu. No good that time. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Atlanta.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Young's got 6. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Young with no one around. That three off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 13. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21. That was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Count the basket. Brown's got it back down to single digits for the Nuggets.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Murray right side. Here's Saric. It's good. Saric has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Saric knows he has the touch needed to capitalize inside.
Shoots it. The Hawks again can't hit.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
The Nuggets shooting the sixth attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Here's Young. And yes, it's good. Young's got 8 points.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Murray outside. Fires the three. Here's Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Hits the three-point bomb. Now just a three-point Atlanta lead.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Clark, what we appreciate, you know, for some players, success can change them, but not for Jokic. He seems like the same guy.
He certainly does, boy, and he is special. He is so much fun to watch. Seems to be even-keeled and down the earth, but his game is heaven sent for sure.
Murray surveying the D. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Atlanta leading by 3. Here's Okongwu. It's hauled in by Watson. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Jokic gets it done right in front, in close.
Have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
Johnson the screen. Young from outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Pass to Brown. Three-pointer. Connects from 3. Three-point range. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. The Hawks trailing. Young outside. There's the triple. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And most of the time, you expect Young's 3-ball to fall. That's just how good he is.
Here's Murray up on top. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Ricochet with the rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. Pass to Buzelis. Ball surveying the defense. Clock at 6. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Giddey. And so It's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Here's Doncic. And both teams look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And so it's the Bulls getting on the board first. Doncic with it. And it's Buzelis picking him up. 4 on the shot clock. Here's LeBron. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Reeves outside. Back to Doncic. 4 on the clock. And he converts the layup.
Creating space. Doncic will move defenders around.
Now the Bulls with it. Giddey with it. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Now Giddey. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Chicago trailing here. Outside ball. .141 left here in the opening quarter. Lakers with the rebound.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. So both teams changing it up here.
This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. And it's the Bucks to start out. Antetokounmpo with it. Picked up by Tatum. Here's Antetokounmpo. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
20 feet out. Tatum can't hit.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Inside, Lillard can deliver. He's a skilled finisher.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Lillard with the ball. To the paint. Here's Lopez. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
And using that size to his advantage. I mean, I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
By himself, and Holiday powers it home.
Great anticipation from Brown. It's almost like he can read the ball handler's mind.
Now Antetokounmpo. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Brown with it, and it's Kuzma picking him up. There's Tatum with the 3. Sinks it from distance. Tatum's got 5.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Prince. Kuzma outside. Launches it. And another miss by Milwaukee. Boston leading by 3. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Antetokounmpo, bam!
And man, does Giannis work hard on the glass, being rewarded for his efforts right there.
Pass to Brown. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And the technical free throw is good.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor. Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And here's Lillard. Trent outside. Pass to Porter. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Portis for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. White with it. Now Porter defending. Back to White. Outside Tatum. Here's Porzingis. Second chance effort. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
An authoritative play by Porzingis, dominating the glass and getting the second chance look.
Outside Porter. Back to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's ball. Boston with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you? Stat-wise.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
And Boston with some changes. Celtics lead by 6. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And Porzingis with the block.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
To the middle. Here's Tatum. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Bucks trail by 8. Here's Portis. No points so far. Here's Antetokounmpo. Boston pulls it in. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Brown, no good. Trent with it. Guarded now by Holiday. A deep three. And another miss by Milwaukee.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Tatum. It's hauled in by Portis.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw this game. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Giannis throws it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Outside White. To the inside. Unloads from 13. Brown inside. Back to Holiday. From downtown. Brown can't hit. The Bucks trail by 5. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Prince. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you.
He gets a lot of his points on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Porzingis is always ready to let it fly if he's got the room.
And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Bucks making a change here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. The rebound, Celtics.
just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Holiday from long range. He drops it from range. And it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Lillard left side. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
White on the wing. There's 39 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And the basket by Holiday. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter. Lopez with it. And another miss by Milwaukee.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Brown. Here's Tatum. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Lillard looking around. From behind the arc. Buries it from 3. Lillard's got 6. 5 ticks left in the first half of basketball. And so it's the Boston Celtics up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be back in a moment. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as many as 11. And stolen by Jackson. And here's the fast break. Antetokounmpo striding up court on the break.
The long strides of Giannis help him get down the court fast. A lethal player in transition.
Lopez with the steal. No good. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
Now Lillard, 6 points for him. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 4. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Tatum with it. Antetokounmpo covering. White for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Bucks trail by 6. It's Prince on the wing. He's scoreless. Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by Brown. Lopez for 3. Pure from three-point range.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep. And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you. Owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Antetokounmpo outside. Giannis driving inside. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
The incomparable length. I mean, Giannis with those big strides and the reach to finish against anyone.
11 feet out, and that one's long. It's tipped. And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. We've got the Lakers facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Here's Hachimura. Well, if you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
Just 4 to shoot. 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, not every guy goes for the mid-range, but LeBron, definitely not every guy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And here's Doncic. First quarter of play, a minute in. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And last season, Britt, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, B.A. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season.
Now here's Hartenstein to the inside. Here's Holmgren. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
How many young 7-footers have a floater game? I mean, Holmgren is just unreal.
And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Doncic. Crafty move. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And how about the handles Luka has? Phenomenal at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
Pass to Dort. Holmgren with it. Shot clock at 5. It's Hayes with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
From outside the arc. And LeBron James hits from deep. James has got 5.
Well, LeBron is a guy who can score from anywhere. He's comfortable taking long-range shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Up and over Doncic. And that one hits the back iron. The Lakers lead by 3. And stolen by Williams. Back to James. Down low. Kicks it to Doncic. This James on the wing. Lets it fly. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. 1:50 left in the first quarter of the game. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Back to Doncic. Clock at 6. On the wing, Reeves. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Goes back up. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And it's Dort with the ball for the Thunder. It's a 3-point game. Outside Reeves. Beyond the arc. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
To win the drought. And it's Holmgren with the bucket inside.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Now here's Reeves. Still without a bucket. The 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Shai putting it on a string so hard to stay on top of him as a defender.
Fires from the wing. And the shot goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game. These are his first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And so Reeves nails both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by a point. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Williams from long range fires in the triple. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Here's Connect. Shot clock at 6. And it's in there.
The Connect is a crafty finisher. He's got great touch around the hoop.
Thunder with a lead. Pass to Wallace. To the middle. Releases. Caruso misses. Now Los Angeles with it. Here's Vanderbilt. Mitchell grabs a miss. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Williams from long range. Wallace outside. Right side Mitchell. Pass to Caruso. Williams with the screen. Outside for Mitchell. Here's the 3. Rebound, the Lakers. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
In transition. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And Los Angeles making a change here. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
The kick out to Williams. And here's Caruso outside. Offensive board. Williams on the wing. Again the miss by Williams. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So both teams making some changes here. Los Angeles leading by 3. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Here's Caruso following the score by the Lakers. Dort outside. Here's Joe. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
Pass to Goodwin. For three. Caruso grabs the board. Thunder trail by 3. Joe on the wing. Caruso outside. Dort outside. Just 5 on the clock. Over to the wing. From 12 feet. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Los Angeles leading by 3. Dort with a steal. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Those kind of dunks get your team going, and Luguentz Dort applying the pressure.
Pass to James. Hachimura outside. Here's James. Floats one up. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Here's Oklahoma City now. Now here's Dort. Guarded by Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. The shot by Dort, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Hachimura outside. Knocks it loose. Williams with it. Now Doncic defending. Oh! Holmgren on the climb.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well. Leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
Here's James. Hachimura in the post. Out to James. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Lou Dort picks one up.
How about LeBron's patience there? The defender biting on the pump fake. Hard to stay down. It's LeBron James.
And the Lakers making a change here. Both free throws good from James.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Out of bounds. It'll be Thunderball.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Caruso left side. Here's Dort. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Los Angeles up 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. So it's Oklahoma City now. They trail by 1. From undrafted to a key rotational player, Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Brent.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Luguentz Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
Here's LeBron. Some solid defense from Williams. Back to Caruso. Outside Joe. Up and over Doncic. And that one comes up a bit short. LeBron on the break.
All right, the coaches are going to ask you to stay in front of LeBron James, but seriously, you want to get in front of that?
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his third foul so far. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Doncic with it. He's got 6. There's the 3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Reeves. 4-3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
The Lakers in the lead. Inside. Hayes, shot's good. Hayes has got his first bucket in this one.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Hayes with the rebound.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Pass to Doncic. 6 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. Hartenstein with it. Picked up by James. Pass to Holmgren. And here's Dort. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, Dort has that great, compact, fire hydrant type of build, and he'll take that kind of contact.
And Dort hits them both. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Los Angeles leading by 9. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Left side, Finney-Smith. Right side, Vanderbilt. Out of bounds, the Thunder will take it. And the Lakers making a change here. "20 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Pass to Vincent. Hachimura from long range. The shot no good. And we've reached the end of the third. The Lakers on top. They lead by 7. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Los Angeles leading by 7. Now here's Vincent. Six on the shot clock. Pass to connect. The 3 is up. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Williams. And he comes up with a bucket.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Here's Doncic. Pass to connect. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Thunder trail by 5. Dort with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Releases. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. He can't hit that time. Los Angeles leading by 5. Right wing. Left side, Finney-Smith. Vincent outside. Now Doncic. Dort grabs the miss. And it's Dort with the ball for OKC. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And here's Doncic. Out to Hachimura. Back to Doncic. In the paint, Luka!
And their offense tonight is Luka, Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
It's tipped. They recover it. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. Out to the right wing. The kick out to Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Doncic. Tries again. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Way to capitalize on the mistake that leads to the bucket. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Goodwin, no good. Thunder trail by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Hayes with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 6. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Doncic. It's James on the wing. Doncic outside. Out to James. 5 to shoot. Outside Reeves. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
James deciding where to go with it. Hachimura outside. Back to James. Three-pointer. The Lakers with another miss.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Williams with it. Hachimura covering. Here's Doncic. This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
Look, give LeBron the ball and get out of the way. LBJ again.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Pass to Reeves. Lets it go from deep.